It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Aviators and the Caps. Just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
Throw left side complete. That's Gross. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Petty now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion left is Baldwin. Here's Petty. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Rowe. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we've got it covered.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. So we're here in Louisville. This is a city with a rich sporting tradition, but until now, of course, it's never had an NFL franchise. But that has all changed, and folks around here, they simply could not be happier or more excited. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Amos down to about the 45. When you look at this defense, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had him man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Up the middle they go. Amos. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Louisville offense back out now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 69 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burnett. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Amos, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Amos down to about the 22 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete to Burnett. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Caps are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On first down, Means. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Means. Now inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aviators go up by 2 touchdowns. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escapes the sack. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3rd down and 1. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Gets around him. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now a handoff up the middle. Means, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Petty now. Over the middle, complete. That's Rowe. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Here's Petty. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Muscles him off. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Means, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Aviators take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Louisville offense back out now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one complete to Burnett. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no run back here. It's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started out in the capital city of Austin, Texas, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Armadillos bounce back from the opening week loss to even their record at 1-1. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Louisville offense back out now. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Amos, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Amos, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Amos, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. Amos. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Aviators offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He finds his man complete. That's Rowe. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Means, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
He finds his man complete. It's Rowe. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. In motion, the tight end. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. Up the middle they go. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Amos. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 88 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Hawkins. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
3 yards to go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And on now is the punter.
standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Caps offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Petty. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. This is complete to Hawkins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 10, Petty. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Aviators.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Up to the 20.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
The 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Amos. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 13. And he rifles one incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll keep it on the ground. Means. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. Means. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. He finds his man, complete. That's Gross. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Patty.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Game in hand. The offense takes the knee.
2nd and 11.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Chicago, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Louisville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.